Howdy my fellow greatbacks, it is I, Johnny the Rebelneer, and welcome back to the workshop. I'm probably not going to say that a lot, but it's kind of fun to say. Last time we did our top 10 favorite video games. Today we are... top 10 favorite video game characters. Like I said, a story is nothing without good characters. So, here's my top 10 favorite characters. Now before we unveil number 1, let's give in some honorable mentions out there. Thank you all for watching. And those are our top 10 favorite.
Number 10.
Hello.
This doesn't look like the Lincoln Tunnel, Sam.
Looks to me like a marginally volatile hostage situation, Max.
Ooh, does this mean we get to kick some puffy white mad scientist butt?
Can't think of a reason not to.
Sam and Max both being my most favorite comic book strip characters. These guys always can make me laugh. Just their humor, their cartoonish violence, and just the goofiness, and just the bizarre and weird stuff, especially in the comic books. The comic books had some really crazy, as real stuff. And the video games are not shy of that at all. They have some pretty weird stuff in the games too, you know. And I just love these two. Just the jokes, how they work off each other. Like, Sam is more of a cool-headed detective, and Max is just a insane psychopath. You know, a high-functioning psychopath to an extent. And they just are just the most funniest duo ever. Just fighting crime, saving the world, as violently as possible. And it's kind of funny. Sam and Max, they kind of remind me a lot of me and my little brother. My little brother reminds me a little bit of Max being kind of that little crazy ball of violence, but adorable. And me being the more cool-headed detective type of character. You crack me up, little buddy, type of deal. And I don't know. I just love these two characters. They have a special place in my heart, and I would just love to see them return to a sequel, another video game of Sam and Max. I really would love to see another Sam and Max game. And if not a Sam and Max game, maybe a TV show again. They had one back in the 90s, which was only 9 episodes, I think. No, 14. I think 14 episodes. I'll look later on, but yeah, I think it was 14 episodes and only 1 season. But it was just absolutely great, you know, a show that was trying to keep to its adult humor like the comics, but still being okay for the kids to watch. But it would be nice to see a Sam and Max TV show that would go back to the roots of Sam and Max. But, you know, wishful thinking, I guess. But, all in all, if you have not played a Sam and Max game, pick up one and try it out. These guys would definitely be stealing your hearts. And then arresting you. And then beating you up. But all in all, they are my number 10 most favorite video game characters.
The freelance police are here to keep the peace.
Violently, if possible.
Number 9.
Wait for official instructions. Wait my ass.
Kill all sons of bitches. That's my official instructions.
When playing Left 4 Dead with my friends, I always pick Ellis. Why? Because Ellis is just like me. The funny, annoying guy. I know. I I always am the funny guy, and I believe I would just be that character because that is just me. I'm the funny guy. I will always have a joke or a story to tell, and that's what I like about Ellis. He always has a story to tell, and they are just the funniest stories ever. And I just really like his character. He's just cool-headed. Even though it's the end of the world, he can still make the best out of it. I like Ellis so much that I had Manco make me a special Ellis cap. Cost me quite a bit of money, but it was worth it. And boy, oh boy, I just like Ellis. He is just funny, goofy, and everyone loves Ellis. So yeah, Ellis, number 9. Ellis.
Hey, kill all sons of bitches, right?
Number 8.
I couldn't ask you to undertake such a treacherous journey. It would be a fool's errand. But I see that spark in your eye, and I know better than to warn you away. Grimsever rests within the Dwemer ruin of Mesinchaleft. Tread carefully, friend. Those same ruins almost took my life.
When I started to play Skyrim, I loved the game. It was absolutely fantastic. It was something different, that's for sure. I believe I just finished playing Fallout, and then we got Skyrim, and Fallout New Vegas. I got done playing Fallout New Vegas, and I started to play Skyrim, and it was great. It was really fun. The first character I made in the game was a thief character, so more stealthy, so I did not have any followers. But when I did my second playthrough, which was more of a kind of a warrior type of fella who was always looking for adventure across the great lands, and always willing to help a fellow friend in need and to protect the innocent for glory, freedom type of character. And I needed a good companion who can fit that role. And there was a lot of really cool companions in Fallout. Skyrim. In Skyrim. I play Fallout more than Skyrim, sorry. I like both games. Anyway, I find Majal the Lioness to be the best companion for my warrior character. She is perfect. She's a heavy armor. She has a giant weapon. She always loves to fight and loves adventures. And most importantly, she got a sweet Scottish accent. And that's in my books. Thumbs up on that, lassie. She's just really fun. And her quests, it took me a long time to try to get that quest, or even figure out how to do that quest. In fact, the footage you're seeing is kind of a guide of how to get her quest. Which all in all is you have to find her sword. And you find her sword, and then she becomes a companion. And she is a great companion. I absolutely love traveling with her. So that is why she is number 8 on my list. Number 7.
Looking for trouble? Your business, huh? Now there's a store worth tending. You run along now. Judging by that busted pilot light expression you're fixed with, business ain't so good.
Going back to Fallout New Vegas is one of my favorite video games. The one thing I love about New Vegas is, of course, it's Western theme, and it's in a desert where I live pretty much, which Arizona looks kind of like a wasteland in some parts. But what I really like was all the companions, just all the most unique and wonderful companions you can meet in the game. My favorite ones are like Raul, Eddie, Rax. I love those guys. But and Veronica, I enjoy them. But my most favorite one is Cass, or Cassidy. I like her personality. She's tough, she's rugged, she don't give a damn. She just wants to drink her whiskey, and she ain't scared to use her shotgun. She's a caravan guard, and she is very, very much Western and cowgirl. And as you know, I am a cowboy myself, And when playing Fallout New Vegas, I always play a bounty hunter character, especially with the New Vegas bounty mods. Yeah, New Vegas bounties mod. If you haven't played it, I highly recommend it. Best Fallout mod ever. But yeah, I travel with her because she fits the bounty hunter character, I feel. And I really just like her character. She's fun to travel with. You know, she definitely deals a good amount of damage because she got the shotgun. And of course, the whiskey perk. I like whiskey. Really do. So, she's always traveling by my side. And of course with Eddie. It's me and her. Me, her, and Eddie against the wasteland. And that's number 7. Number 6.
Nate? Be careful.
Come on. I always am. Ah! I did not see that! Ah! Let's check it out, huh?
Wait. Something about this feels kind of hinky.
Hinky.
Yep, the whole crew. Nathan, and Drake. Yep, the whole crew. Drake, Fisher, and Sullivan. All 3 of them. I love all 3 of these characters. Yeah, they're just all awesome, especially together. I mean, Nate and Fisher are just such a beautiful and wonderful couple, you know, and they're just absolutely a great team. And of course, Sully and Nate, just the funniest partners in crime. And, you know, Sully is just the most hilarious and coolest mentor for any treasure hunter. And I especially love when he goes like, "Gosh damn El Dorado." I love that. They're just such a great duo. Well, trio, really, I should say. A great trio. And if I was a treasure hunter, I would want to travel with all 3 of them because they're just awesome people. I just love their characters. I love their stories. And just absolutely fantastic. That's one thing I love about Uncharted was these amazing characters they made, you know. And it's just a great adventure to just travel with them. So that's why all 3 of them are number 6.
Hold it up.
No.
Number 5.
As I live and breathe. Oh, it's really you.
Codsworth? You're still here. So, other people could still be alive too.
It's worse than I thought. You're suffering from hunger-induced paranoia. Perhaps I can whip you up a snack? You must be famished.
Another Fallout game back on the list. This one is quite recent. Fallout 4. I do like Fallout 4. I really do. I know I haven't played it in a while, and I really been needing to get back into it. But I really like this game. Just the atmosphere, the cool things you can do. But the one thing I love about it, it's amazing characters and wonderful companions. Just like New Vegas, they really took great time and detail into these companions. My favorite ones being like Dogmeat, of course, Piper, Valentine's, and Kate. You know, they're all amazing. But the one companion that I absolutely love, it's Codsworth. Not only being your robot butler in the past, but just being the most coolest companion of them all. Great love and great detail went into making this character. I mean, just his puppy dog eyes, his amazing British voice and accent, and just also the cool thing is he's the only person who will say your name. I love that. I love it when he says, "Mr. John." I just love it. Like, yes, he knows me. He's just so loyal, just so human, actually. It's kind of cool. He's just a machine, but he just seems so human. He really does seem like part of the family. And it's just a great and happy reunion when you meet Codsworth again. And it's just so fun to travel with him. You know, he always has a great joke, purifying my water, and just great company. I love dog meat to death, but my God, Codsworth, I would travel all the time with. That's why he is number 5.
Sir,
Codsworth.
another is already in the works.
Ah, thank you.
Your thoughts?
A Mayan asks his friend if he would like to grab a drink. His friend says, well, I'm supposed to finish the calendar, but I guess if I don't, it's not the end of the world.
Number 4.
It's high noon. Draw. Justice ain't gonna dispense itself.
Overwatch definitely has a great number of characters. I mean, around 24 characters, and more to come, to rumors. And each one with different personalities, abilities, and just great stories to them, just making them all alive. But it's definitely Jesse McCree being my most favorite of them all. Because, well, if I was in that type of universe, my superpower would be revolver, cowboy. That's just me. I am a gunfighter. And I really like that Blizzard wanted to make a gunfighter character for a science fiction video game. That's just so cool that I just love to see the Wild West being brought back to life. Not just for movies, but for video games too. And it's really cool. And I just really like Jesse McCree's character and backstory. It's funny thing is his backstory reminds me so much of Billy the Kid. It's kind of true. I might need to do a video talking about the comparisons between Jesse McCree and Billy the Kid. Actually, I think I might do that. I might probably do that. But all in all, I just like his toughness, his attitude, his ruggedness, He's a cocky, gunslinging, badass mother trucker who ever lived. Always keeping the peace on his terms. Set him up, knocked him down. Call the Undertaker, get the drinks on the table, and call the ladies. Jesse McCree's in town to clean it up. That's just his character, And of course, it's just his playstyle is fun too. So, I really like Jesse McCree. He's my most favorite hero and just favorite character in the Overwatch universe. That's why he is number 4 on my list. Number 3.
Don't I know you, sir?
Don't believe so. I haven't been here in many years. Name's Silas Greaves.
Another gunfighting cowboy coming on the scene, also bounty hunter. No. Another bounty hunter cowboy coming on the scene. Silas Greaves is definitely a very unique character in a video game, I have to say. One thing I love about that game, and especially about his character, is he's telling his life as a story. And I just love that you're playing his story. You're his story. You're living through his life. I just like it. He comes in as an old retired gunfighter, and just wants a drink, and next thing you know, he's telling his life story to some happy patrons who would listen to him. And I like his character. The one thing I do like about him is he's very heavily based off of some old spaghetti westerns. It's very clear, especially Once Upon a Time in the West, his actual background story. I just like his humor, his story, how it plays out. Like, is he really this bounty hunter, or really is he just an old man? I just like it. I really like it. And of course, the funny thing is, Jesse McCree, his design is very based off of Silas Greaves, if you can very tell. The poncho, the hat, the belt buckle, even the chaps, and the spurs, the boots, and even the cigar in the picture. It's pretty much Silas Greaves, only with a metal arm and stuff like that. Who knew? So I do like Silas Greaves. He's Definitely a really cool gunfighter. One of my other most favorite Western video game characters. And of course, number 3 on my list. Number 2.
Hey, look, buddy. I'm an engineer. That means I solve problems.
Yeah, you may kind of figure the engineer was going to be on this list because, well, hell, it's me. You know, it's me, for crying out loud. But, you know, I love the engineer. Or really me, but, you know, the engineer that Valve made in this video game based on us. I just love how they recreated my type of attitude. I'm a simple, quiet country gentleman who prefers to talk less and build more, and let my machines do the work. Just his attitude, his his charisma, and of course, just being the most coolest merc of all the mercs. Yeah, sorry, fellas. What else can I say about the engineer? Being the coolest cowboy in the mercenary team. That's why he is number 2 on the list. Before we reach our number 1, here are some honorable mentions. There are so many great video game characters out there, but here's a few of my favorite ones. Enjoy.
Jump! Actually, look at it. That's quite a distance, isn't it? Okay, you know what? Go ahead and jump. You've got braces on your legs, so you're all set. Although no braces on your arms, though. So you're going to have to rely on the old human strength to keep a grip on the device, and by extension, me. So do really make sure you keep a grip on me.
Ripley? I'm Samuels. I work for the company. It's about your mother. We think we may have found her, Amanda.
Everybody calls me Bourbon. Listen, I need to get to Dry Station for some business, but this rat hole is on lockdown. I, however, know a back way. A so-called cursed passage the locals are afraid to use.
Cover me. Was red, green, or red, green, red?
And he's supposed to be the demolition expert.
You helped me reach Sanctuary, minion, and for that, you deserve a reward. I have a secret stash hidden very, very far away from where I currently am. In order to find it, you will have to perform a series of devious challenges. First, collect a few brown rocks for me. Then, defeat a badass skag. Then, pilfer the lost staff of Mount Schuler. Then, you shall bring me the head of the Destroyer of Worlds. And then, you shall dance for my enjoyment.
Evidently, your actions have unleashed unnatural forces.
There are always consequences.
The Covenant have found Earth. They own New Mombasa. Anyone that could have driven them off is dead or gone. I'd say that makes for desperate times. Me and my team? Guess we're the desperate measures.
And my number 1 most favorite video game character is...
My name's John Marston.
Of course. Rockstar Games have created probably one of the best video games in history. Red Dead Redemption is one of their most finest piece of work. And what makes this game so memorable and so unique, it's his main character, John Marston. I love John Marston. He is my most favorite video game character, not just in Western genre, but in every video game I have ever played. I don't think I have ever met any character that can reach the awesomeness as John Marston. I mean, just how he acts, how he thinks, and how he feels is just all unique. He's just a man trying to protect his family. I love that. And the cool thing is, this guy, the voice actor of John Marston, is an actual family, family man. And he like takes that type of attitude and brings it to that character to really bring him to life. That he would do anything to protect his loved ones, even sacrificing his own life. And spoilers ahead, if you have not played Red Dead Redemption, which I find weird, you might want to skip this part. I always get choked up when John Marston gets killed at the end of the game. It hurts me. Like, you went through this amazing journey with him through different landscapes, outlaws and lawmen and strangers and great dangers. You two have been through so much crap, and then you finally complete it. You finally get to the end of the tunnel, and you see your beautiful wife and your wonderful son, and you actually start a normal life, a farm life. And I was like, holy hell, this is awesome. I'm a farmer. You know, it's so cool. I'm like teaching my son how to hunt. I'm cooking with my wife and going shopping with her and just watching the cattle and the horses with my crazy uncle. It's just so cool. And then, of course, it all goes down the crapper when the dumb federal agents come and kill you. It's just so horrible. It's just so sad. But I read why they did it, and it was such a great choice. It was John Marston's redemption, in a way. It was his redemption, even though it sucked. And then, of course, it's when Jack Marston, his son, takes the revenge. Such a unique ending, where you get to play as, Jack Marston. I actually wonder, what happens if you kill the agent before Jack does? You get to still continue the game as Jack or as Marston? That's an experiment I need to test. But all in all, I just love John Marston. He's the best part of Red Dead Redemption. He's such a unique character in Western things and in video games. He's not like the Clint Eastwood type who's always quiet and mysterious. He's not much as the John Wayne heroic fella, which he is, Don't get me wrong. It's like they took the best parts of John Wayne, Clint Eastwood, and Henry Fonda and put it all in one type of cowboy. But he's his own unique cowboy. He's smart, he's tough, he's intimidating, but he could be outgoing, funny, and just a simple person, He's the last remaining life of the Old West. And when he dies, it's kind of the end of the Wild West, if you think of it. It's kind of sad. I don't know. I really like John Marston. A lot of other people do. He's my most favorite video game character and my most favorite cowboy character in any video game. And I really hope, and I just absolutely hope, that he makes a return in Red Dead Redemption 2. A lot of people are thinking Red Dead Redemption 2 is a prequel. And I think the same thing due to the picture showing some familiar figures. And a lot of people are thinking one of them must be John Marston. And I would just absolutely love to see John Marston again. That's the only reason why I replayed the game, just to play as John Marston. Why? Because he's the most badass cowboy in all of the Wild West. And that is why he is number one of my most favorite video game characters ever. Rockstar Games, you guys are awesome. Keep making amazing content and amazing video games. And most importantly, keep making amazing characters that we can all fall in love with.
And those are my top 10 favorite video games. I hope you all enjoy them. Which one's your favorite out of the time? Or what's just your favorite video game in general? Post in the comments below. I hope you all enjoy this. I had a good time making it. I hope to do more of these type of videos. I like to do these type of more on-spot videos, I guess, or on-set studio. This ain't much of a set. This is an actual garage. This is real. It's not a problem. That could hurt you. thank you all for watching. We will have another one of these out pretty soon, but talking about our top 10 favorite, my top 10 favorite video game characters. Because a character is probably the most important part of any story. It's kind of if it's good or if it's bad. And there's a lot of really cool characters out there. So anyway, that will be our next one. Thank you all for watching. Remember to keep your eyes on the target and prepare to sound the charge. I'll see all you rebels in the next video. Adios. And then we'll do the next one.
You got 3 minutes.
That's really quick. Howdy, my fellow greatbacks. It is I, Johnny the Rebelneer, and welcome back to the workshop. I'm probably not going to say that a lot, but it's kind of fun to say. Last time we did our top 10 favorite video games. Today we are doing my top 10 favorite video game characters. And like I said, a story is nothing without good characters. So here's my top 10 favorite characters. Now before we unveil number 1, let's give in some honorable mentions out there. Thank you all for watching. And those are our top 10 favorite, and those are my top 10 favorite video game characters. Which one is your favorite video game character? Remember, just post in the comments and I'll read it. Maybe, I don't know, if I'm not dead. I don't know, respawn takes its sweet time sometimes. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Remember to keep the eyes on the target and prepare to sound the charge. I'll see all you rebels in the next video. Adios.